Hello and welcome back to our Road to Glory Birmingham City FM23 mobile episode 5. So a real good Road to Glory, I would say, so far. This is the transfer special, of course. We mentioned it in the last one. I have now decided that I will show you the FA Cup. But first, here let's show on the 1st of January. As you can see, Tyler Adams will be joining us. We are going to get that deal done and over the line. As you can see, Birmingham have signed Leeds Tyler Adams. Now, I think the money's worth it. I know it's a lot of money, but I think we have done really well to do that. Lopez, we are just waiting on the confirmation of a work permit. Hopefully that won't be too long on that one. Joel Randall will be joining us. He joins us from Peterborough. Martin, as mentioned in the last episode, the young player, we are delighted to welcome him into the side. Okafor. Now, we spent 30 million on him. A real versatile winger. Predominantly plays, as you can see when we click on him, predominantly plays in those winger roles, normally as more of an advanced winger or inverted winger. But he is a good player to add to the squad. And again, we are waiting on a work permit for him, but hopefully not too long. Planchetta, we've confirmed the permanent signing of Planchetta from Norwich City. Of course, as mentioned in the last episode, he has been doing really, really well for us so far. Signing him for £12 million, which I think is absolutely delighted. Tyler Adams, we are going to give Tyler Adams the number 28 shirt for us. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome Adams. I think he'll add a little bit of a more versatile midfield. Randall, again, a little bit cheaper, but he'll come in. We'll give him the number 17. Martin, the youngster, coming in, we are going to give him the number 34. I just think young player, great to give him the opportunity. Planchetta, was joining on a permanent transfer, was our previous 34, but now that he's signed on the permanent deal, he will wear the number 25 shirt for us. So really, really impressed with the transfers we've made so far. Of course, I really, really aimed to get him in early. Dean Smith of Norwich is the manager of the month. As you can see there, we already knew that at the start of the transfer window. Okafor will now join us. Now, of course, the ball confidence. It's gone down a little bit since last time, because we are dropping down a little bit. Let's have a little look at our squad. Quite strong in there. Keller, I've been really impressed with. As you can see, we've started to trim the squad a little bit. Randall will be a real good option for us in the team. Getting a little bit more versatile, strengthening the team a little bit. I think that's really, really important. Of course, the games, as I said, the games that we're going to show you on camera are Blackburn Rovers and possibly first game in February or the last game in January. Now we're going to go have a look at that centre back that fell through in the summer. Now, of course, is he still there? Is he still interested in joining us? No, he's not at Stade de Rennes. Where was it? We had a little shop around. Lille, wasn't it? Let's see. Now I can't seem to see him in the team. He's not in there. So, was it definitely Lille? Someone like that, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the Nice team. Is anyone in here I think worth signing? Nah, there's no one in there that I'd really be interested in. Let's have a look at Monaco. Of course, Badashile in there, but he has joined, of course, Chelsea in real life. Diamonde, well, could get him on loan. But let's have a little look. Brest are doing well this season. How good has Chardonnay been? Chardonnay doing really quite well in their team. So he's doing quite well there. I think we're going to make an offer here for Chardonnay. Let's see what they'd like. Well, we're going to offer him 15 million. No add-on. Let's see if they'll accept 15. Well, they want 16. So we will agree to that. I mean, of course, and Chardonnay into the team, I think that would be real good for us. In terms of the tactics, nothing's really changed since you were last here. I think we'll come back for the Blackburn game and I will inform you if we have made any more transfers. Okay, and we are back. Now, as I said, we would come back if there was a significant transfer involvement or something like that going on. We have brought in Maxime Lopez. He has been granted his work permit. Absolutely delighted for that. I think to bring him in at this time of the season is really, really positive. Okafor has joined us. As you can see, Noah Okafor signs for Red Bull Salzburg. Again, we're really looking to strengthen our team. He's a player who's going to come in and probably start straight away. Real good opportunity. Just 22 years of age, 24 goals in 127 appearances. I think he'll strengthen us here a little bit. And I'm continuing. And Chardonnay, the offer we've made has been accepted. So let's see if he'll take the terms. He will take the terms. And that's fantastic because I'd really like to bring him in. So that is really good. We've confirmed the signing of Okafor. Let's just have a little look at what that's going to do to the team. For me, Okafor is going to come in to start on the right-hand side for the moment. Planchetta, I feel, would be very harsh to drop him, particularly as we've just signed him on a permanent basis because of his performances here. I think that is a real difference. Lecco, we've had an offer. I think he may be on his way out. A couple of injuries or knocks here. We'll give those players a rest for a few days, and we will come back for the Birmingham one. Okay, and coming back again before the Blackburn game, as you can see, a significant thing is that Lopez has been granted a work permit. So we are going to confirm the signing of Maxime Lopez. Again, a real good player to be bringing into Birmingham City. I think I'm really, really impressed with this one. Again, I know I've said that with pretty much every player I sign, but I think, Chardonnay has agreed terms with us. We are waiting on a work permit for him, but now Maxime Lopez. He'll come in, he'll claim the number 14 shirt. So he is coming in. If we have a look at our squad, there is a few changes to the lineup that I plan to at the moment. Currently, we have got Randall coming in on the right-hand side. Planchester keeps his place on the left. Bellingham and Collins still our two central midfielders. Tony and Jukovic up front. Our centre-back pairing still remains the same. The difference is I'm going to swap Morrison and Jones over. If we have a look at transfers, so you can see the players that we've brought in. Does it come up? Planchetta, of course, there on a permanent deal. Max Martin coming in. Does it say anywhere? So quite a few transfers, as you can see. We're spending big this window. I feel it really is necessary for us to sort of do. As you can see again, our finance is still in a very healthy state. What I'm going to show you actually is the league table here. After obviously playing a few games off camera, I'll show you the results in a minute. But again, we're still there or thereabouts in terms of the playoffs. 2 points off West Brom, who sit in 6th. So we've been picking up results. Unfortunately, we haven't won enough games. There you go, there's the bottom half. Coventry, Swansea and Rotherham still really, really struggling there. Let's have a look at our... let's send him out on loan. That's fine by me. He has got a work permit, so that is really good. So we can now complete the signing of Brendan Chardonnay. Yep, we'll accept that offer. They can have him on loan. Bringing in Chardonnay, I think, is a player that will really add something different to us in terms of the lineup. Do some bid for Dean, Harley Dean. Look, I mean, he's an experienced centre-back, but I think it's only going to be a backup for us. I'm going to accept the offer. Because I think, to get him out of the club, there's confirmation that Ivan Toney has been mentoring him. Yeah, Bakai loaned out to Doncaster. Now, something I was going to show you, not the National League for a moment. We are going to have a look at League 2 here. Now, very interesting state of League 2 at the moment. Salford are top of that. I'm not surprised at that. If you can have a look down or up to third place for Wimbledon. They have signed Jonathan Lacko from us for an undisclosed fee. I think letting him leave again, a bit like Harley Dean, is sort of a player that we've sort of wanted to move on. A player that, when he has played, hadn't looked particularly strong. I think with the additions we've made, you can't not have him in the team. Those that are interested in National League, Wrexham continue to climb. Of course, Notts County look like they're running away with that division. Bad news, Torquay fans, you're all the way down in 17th. Yeovil fans, you are 23rd, so that's not looking very good for you. If we have a little look here at League 2, as we just have, Harrogate and Grimsby are the bottom two. League 1, again, a little summary. Again, the same top three. Wickham has started climbing up. Bolton has started climbing up. Plymouth have dropped to 10th. And next to the fans, it's really not a good one for us. We have moved up a place to 15th, but it's probably quite decent for a first season back in League 1. My home team of Shrewsbury are currently sat in 16th, but Port Vale fans must be very, very frustrated at the moment. They're having an absolute stinker in here. And the Premier League, in case we do go up this season, Brentford, Everton and Bournemouth currently occupy that bottom three. We have sold Harley Dean to Luton. It's one of those. It's always sad when one of your long-term players leaves the club. But I think, it is inevitable that he would leave. Rui Rente, who's been one of our best players. Give us 50k. And you can have him until the end of the season. Rui Rente has been one of our best young players. We are going to loan him out. I just think that him getting a little bit more game time will definitely benefit him. Now, in terms of the lineup that we are going to go here against Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup. We're going to start Joel Randall. He's going to come into the team. Collins and Bellingham keep their places in centre midfield. Planchetta keeps his place on the left. Tony and Jukovic start up front. Wan-Bissaka, Jones. And we are actually going to bring in Chardonnay to play alongside him. So Chardonnay will come in to make his debut. George Friend will continue at left back. Substitutes. Well, Wangello is going to lose his place on the bench, I think. Yeah, Longello will lose his place on the bench. Lopez starts on the bench for today's game. Strong and Hannibal complete the lineup of substitutes. Let's give him a team talk. Let's be demanding. We need to go get through this game. Now, Chardonnay, new to the side. Here is your Blackburn lineup against us today. Going quite strong, I would say, against us. Here is our lineup. As you can see, confirmation that Chardonnay starts for his debut, as does Joel Randall. Ivan Toney hopefully will continue to cause the threat that he has for us all season. The conditions here, it is the FA Cup, it is round 3. We are away to Blackburn Rovers here at Ewood Park. And it's going to be a tight game, I think. I think when we played them in the league, it was a very, very close game between the two of us. Planchetta picking up the ball on the wide areas. Both teams starting to create chances early on. That's a good save by Casteels. Looks to play it forward. Blackburn attack. Chardonnay plays it forward. Jukovic can't quite bury it there. Both teams, we are starting to get on the front foot a little bit here. But both teams having possession. Both teams having chances. Now Blackburn are on the counter-attack, but it is well defended by Chardonnay. So, we are doing alright in this game. I think we want to avoid a replay Let's give the boys a team talk. Let's let's fire them up at half time, because we really do want to go get this win here. You can play towards Jukovic, but it's straight out for a goal kick from Birmingham. Blackburn come in, but out by Castiles. Great opportunities from both teams. Joel Randall has picked up a little bit of a knock. We'll bring on Bakuna for him. We are going to make a few changes then. Planchetta, again, as we do so often when we need to go a little bit more attacking, is going to go to a winger. We are also going to have Bakuna, who's just come on as a winger as well. He's going to try and create some chances for us. Jukovic, who hasn't really created anything for us today, is going to come off for Scott Hogan. Hogan, of course, always doing fairly well for us off the bench, is a poacher, so does know how to get in the back of the net. Bellingham, we're going to give him the licence to be a bit more of a box-to-box midfielder. So there's our tactical changes. The shape will stay the same. We are going to continue going on attack. The rest will stay the same. Our defence, again, we're going to go on to normal tackles. Our attacks here, we're going to start getting our goalkeeper to go a little bit more long. Hopefully create a little bit more chances. Get the ball up towards Hogan and Tony. Can we create a goal? Of course, their main threat, Ben Brereton Diaz, the Chilean, hasn't really done too much today, so we have kept him pretty quiet. But it would be nice to try and get a result here. And last 10 minutes, I'm going to make another change here. We're going to start going direct. We are going to continue the shoot on sight. We're going to go long. We're going to start overloading them. Wan-Bissaka towards Bellingham. Bellingham has the shot, but it is blocked by the goalkeeper. And obviously, as a result... Oh, no! That is absolutely gutting. We've had to go more attacking to try and create chances in this game. But Diaz slots the shot through, slots the ball through, and it's a very, very good finish from the striker, Hurst. Now, I thought we'd scored there, but we were offside. It's a free kick at the edge of the box, and we're not going to have time to take it. We have been knocked out of the FA Cup, so all our cup runs come to an end this season. I have to say, I'm really, really gutted at that. I thought we would do better, but it wasn't to be. Rui Rente has agreed a loan move to Colchester. You know, I think for us, it is a really, really disappointing result. Really, really disappointing result for us to lose that game. So, Stevenage have completed the loan, will have offered us a loan offer for Beresford. We have accepted that. I think for us, it was always here at home, loan offer made for home. Again, we're going to accept that from Oldham. I just think that we'll confirm Beresford's for loan. I can't help but feel like we were a little bit hard done to in that game, but we'll confirm Josh Holmes' loan deal. Now, we will return at the end of January. We are going to, in this episode, we are going to return for Swansea City on the 3rd of February. And any transfers in the meantime, I will update you. Now, we're going to return here because there is a few things to tell you about. Longello, who was on loan to us from West Ham, he has been sold to Coventry by West Ham for an undisclosed fee, so apologies there. He has returned Like I say, he returned to West Ham and he's joined commentary on a permanent deal. So we wish him all the best. Wasn't really that much of a player, sort of more of a squad rotation player for us. So he has moved. Dion Sanderson was recalled by Wolverhampton Wanderers. And as you can see here, Maxime Collin, we have had a bid from Exeter City. Now, we're going to accept that offer. Currently, Collin occupies one of the last spots on the bench, but we are going to accept that offer. Because I think he's a player who... We've only just signed him, so he will play soon. He's only just come in. Exeter have completed the signing of Maxime Collin. We can confirm his departure. We wish him all the best. Oldham have made an offer for Sayre on loan, an offer that we'll accept. Now Roberts, of course, was paying quite a lot, but we have accepted a deal for him. I think, he came in, played a few games for us, but he will now be leaving. Hemel Hempstead will have given us a loan move for him. So quite a few loan moves that we are starting to accept here. Looking to get our players out on loan. Maxime Collin, there you go. There is the confirmation. Exeter City have completed his signing. Now, of course, in this save, it is always going to happen. Players are going to leave. And I think, it was inevitable, really. He'd fallen out of favour here. That's okay. Bielik, who's been on loan with us and hasn't actually played for me, he will be on the bench, and we will return if anything else develops. We will return. If not, then we will return for that Swansea City game, as I mentioned. Hello. As you can see, we have skipped forward to deadline day. Someone else, I confirm, we did have an offer in for Pecunia, but we did reject it. Wasn't enough money. Of course, Roberts, as you saw, was sold on. I think for us, we've had a good window, brought in a couple of good players. Of course, not starting straight away, sort of integrate them in. As I have not shown you the games in this episode. So as you can see, since the last time out that we lost to Burnley 3-1, we drew 1-1 at home to Hull City before having another home game against Middlesbrough at the start of January where we won 2-1. We lost 1-0, of course, the game that you saw in Blackburn in the FA Cup. And then the games that we played in the period between the Swansea game, we drew 1-1 away to Bristol City. We drew 1-1 at home to Preston, and we beat leaders Norwich City in the away game. So it was really, really promising for us to get a result there. Ivan Toney with 2 fantastic goals. He has really turned out to be a fantastic signing. In terms of the first team, this is how we're looking. George Friend has picked up a knock. But in terms of, we are looking at Castiles, Wan-Bissaka, Friend, Jones, Chardonnay, Randall, Planchetta, Collins, Bellingham, Toney and Jukovic are all our main starting players at the moment. On our bench, we are looking at Lloris, Bielik, Lopez, Adams, Pecunia, Okafor and Hogan. Of course, that may change over the period. So it is transfer deadline day. I am not planning to do any business as it stands. I think I might be tempted, should a decent player really come available. Bilic, Watford wins Manager of the Month. No business done for us. As I said, I didn't expect us to be doing any. There's the scout report on Swansea. So it really is an episode where we've brought in quality. Now George Friend is going to have to sit this game out, which is a real shame because he has been a real threat for us, really. Now, we have no backup left back at the moment. Jones is going to play out of position. Bielik's going to come onto the bench. Morrison will replace Friend on the bench. Jones, of course, normally plays it right back. Here is the side from Swansea City. They are now managed, as you can see there, by Sean Dyche, which I think is a little bit interesting. Here's our lineup today then. Randall starts. Planchetta keeps his place. A real good promising. We got a couple of our new players on the bench looking to make their debuts. So Swansea start with the ball. Swansea are looking the most threatening. Swansea have had the chances so far, but the ball is through, and Jukovic has it in the back of the net. It was forward by Bellingham. Jukovic gets his head to it. He's put it in the net, and we are winning here away from home at the Liberty Stadium 1-0. We're starting to dominate the possession, as you can see. Starting to dominate the shots on target and the shots. Oh, Chardonnay's giving the ball away. Wow, what a costly mistake that could be from him. Of course, coming in the summer, new player to us. Maybe a little bit of time to get used to his new teammates, but we are going to criticise the players at half-time. I think the performance has been poor. At this moment in time, I might even be tempted to bring on Lopez at centre-back, because I can't see him doing a worse job. But, well, we won't do that yet. We have got another goal. It was Tony who's got it. Of course, we said he is the main threat for us. And I am going to start making a change now. We are going to bring on Tyler Adams to make his debut. He's going to come on for Archie Collins. So you are going to get to see one of our new signings in this episode. Castiles will be made captain as a result, but yeah, he's come on here, Adams. Just looking to get himself involved in the game. No doubt, it's still pretty dominant display from us, as you can see from the stats. It's Randall who plays it forward. It's intercepted. Well, it is a real opportunity here for us. And we've scored again! And it's whipped into the back post, and it's headed home by Phil Jones. Phil Jones has scored for us. I never thought I'd be saying that, but he's headed it in. What a goal. Phil Jones has scored. We are going to try and make a change if the game will let us. Lopez will come on for the booked Bielik. Planchetta will come off for Okafor. Both those players will make their debut today. Two new signings make their debut. And it finishes here. 3-1 to us. What a way to end this episode. I think that a 3-1 win away to Swansea is really promising. As you can see on your screen there, when it does the results, you can see that we are up to 6th. So we will have a little look at the table. As you can see, superior finishing provides cutting edge from Birmingham. I'd have to say I'd agree with that. Jukovic had a really good game. Chardonnay didn't look his best, but he's only young. He's going to start coming into our team. Hopefully, he can, sort of improve his performances. Tony's solid as always. But there is confirmation. We are into the playoffs, and I can't help but say I am absolutely delighted. 16 games to go now for us. 16 games to go. Really starting to kick on with our promotion push. Really hoping that the signings kick us on. Now Swansea, of course, as we noticed in the last game, managed by Sean Dyche, currently sitting in 23rd. Not looking good for them at the moment. Matt Taylor's Rotherham sit 22nd. So real interesting. But I am honestly looking at this now. We've beaten Norwich not too long ago, as I mentioned. Only 8 points off it, but I think for us now it has to be securing a playoff place. Yeah, that has to be the aim for us now. Of course, hoping to really kick on. I think Birmingham City, they wanted us to finish mid-table. I think we have spent a lot of the Tycoons' money to try and strengthen us, but to get back this historic club back to the Premier League would be something that we really, really want to do in this save as part of the road to glory. And it's something that I really think that we could achieve this season if we carry on and we could be a little bit more consistent with our results. And I think we can do that. I think if we get into the playoffs, that'd be a real positive for us. But as you can see, looking really pretty there. Really happy with that. Now let's have a little look at our schedule. So I'm going to look to come back for I think we'll come back for Blackburn on the 1st of April. We'll come back for Blackburn and Stoke in the next episode. So all that continues to be said is please like, comment, share and subscribe. Let's help this channel grow. Of course, it's been really great to see your interaction so far. Let me know what you think of our transfer business and the transfer special. And if it is something you'd like to see me maybe extend in the future. Really enjoyable episode. I've hoped you enjoyed it too. Like I say, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.